Hello folks, Jack here from Peach Guitars, and today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the reintroduction of the fantastic pedal company Catalinbread. So this is a company, if anyone's unfamiliar, that we have stocked for a number of years here, and we're really pleased to see them reintroduce themselves to the pedal market after a little bit of a hiatus after the tragic passing of their founder a few years ago. But we're glad to say that they're back on form and better than ever. So today I just wanted to pull out 7 or so of their pedal offerings, all the way from some of their classics right up to some of the most modern additions to their line. And the great thing about this company is they're known for some really wacky and crazy designs. They make some real innovations in the pedal game. But a lot of the pedals I picked out today are some of my personal favourites, so they're perhaps a little bit more tame than some people's taste. But just rest assured that there's a pedal out there for you from the Catalinbread range if you want something either completely classic and vintage, they nail that, or if you want something that's really cutting edge and contemporary and wacky and different, they do that too. So if you want to see the full range of Catalinbread pedals, you can do so by clicking the link down below and visiting peachguitars.com. But as I said, these are just 7 of my personal favourite pedals, so I just wanted to give you some sound examples and talk you through some of the features. Okay, so let me start talking you through with what is perhaps the most simple offering from their pedal line, but I think one of the coolest. This is the Octopus. So really cool take on classic octave up fuzz type tones. It's obviously in the same vein as stuff like the Octavia, but the fact that it has 3 controls means it's a little bit more versatile. And what I really like about this particular take on this octave fuzz is that you can basically turn all the controls completely to 0, and you still get that classic Octavia tone without having to tweak anything at all. What's nice though is you're afforded a little bit of extra control. You have a gain control and an attenuation control, which works a little bit counterintuitively because it's like a reverse volume basically. And you also have a body control up the top, so that allows you just to really fine-tune kind of the depth of the octave tone, and it means that it's just a bit more of a versatile offering than some other Octavia style pedals on the market. It sounds really cool for all those classic Hendrixy things, but also pushes it in a more modern direction, makes this kind of circuit usable again in a number of different ways, I think. So I hope you enjoy the clip. Okay, so on to another staple of their range. This has been in the range for a number of years. A lot of people know about this pedal. This is the Echorec, which, as the name implies, is their take on the classic Binson Echorec tape delay. Quite a unique circuit, and these guys were really one of the first to pioneer the reintroduction of this kind of style of delay to the modern pedal market, and they do such a good job. A lot of top players are using this as their ambient go-to delay. So I just wanted to dial up one of my favourite sounds, which is going for that really washed out, spacey kind of sound. But the fact that it's a takeoff of a tape delay, it gives you that warm tone that doesn't get in the way of your guitar playing. So you can have it quite high in the mix and really adding to that ambient effect, but it never swamps up the tone, and it just sounds gorgeous. So I hope you enjoy it. So something else that Catalinbread have really pioneered, in my opinion, are the amp-in-a-box style overdrive pedals. None more so than their range of tweed Fender style circuits. So this is a kind of more recent addition to that line, which is the Formula 55. Some of you will be familiar with their other amp-in-a-box style circuits like the Formula 5 F6, which was a take on a tweed Bassman. The 55 is a little bit different. This is going after a tweed deluxe kind of a thing. So a little bit squishier, lower powered tweed tone. But the great thing about this kind of circuit is how dynamic it is. So I wanted to illustrate that by rolling down the guitar volume and getting a cleaner tone, and you'll hear that this responds just like an amp does. But it's nice to see a little bit of a novel take on the amp-in-a-box style circuit. This is something that sounds really great for a number of different applications, so I hope you're going to enjoy it, the clip you're going to hear. Okay, so this is another of their amp-style distortion pedals that's very well renowned. This is the Dirty Little Secret. This pedal has been a real staple among a lot of guitar players for a number of years. If you're looking for a Marshall-in-a-box style pedal that, in my opinion, is just a little bit different, this is a great contender for that. It sounds a lot more vintage and warm than a lot of those Marshall-in-a-box style pedals do. My understanding is this is a takeoff of kind of the Plexi era, but veering into 70s Marshall tones as well. So it's very, very versatile. You've got a full 3-band tone stack on the top, as well as a master and preamp control, volume and gain respectively. Another nice feature of most of their gain pedals, including this and the Formula 55 I talked about before, is that you have the option to run them all the way up to 18 volts, which really improves that dynamic range even more so. Sounds really, really good, really dynamic, as all their pedals seem to be. So I hope you enjoy the clip you're going to hear of this. Right, so on to some of their more modern offerings then. This is the Epoch Pre. A lot of people will be familiar with the classic Bell Epoch tape delay in their smaller compact pedal format. And more recently, they started to expand that idea. So you've got the Bell Epoch Deluxe, which we'll come on to into a moment. But this is the preamp and the buffer section from an EP3 tape echo kind of circuit. They really, really did a great job of isolating the preamp circuit into its own pedal here. And it's quite a flexible unit. You're going to hear in the clip that I used it basically as like an always-on tone enhancer, which is what this is designed to be. But you also have the option of a boost function as well. And what's really great, at the end of the clip you're going to hear, I turn the pedal off completely, and you hear just how much you miss something like this in your tone when it's not there. So I hope you enjoy what you're going to hear. Right, so as I touched on before, this is the Bell Epoch Deluxe, which is basically the kind of all the bells and whistles from their classic tape circuit design. This is a really great take on classic tape designs, a little bit different to most other companies that make this kind of style of pedal, I think. They really focus in on the analog nature of that circuit and don't try their hardest to refine it. They basically just treat it for what it is and put it in a great modern package. So with this pedal, you've got some really clever functionality as well. That you've got an expression output to control various parameters. And you also have on a second foot switch here the option to send the unit straight into delay oscillation. So as you're going to hear in the clip, that's really useful for getting that classic texture if you want it, but it's very controllable. You don't have to manipulate the controls in real time. So just a great sounding tape delay, and I hope you're going to enjoy how it sounds. Okay, so last of all, we're onto the Nye compressor. This is the most recent addition to their line and probably one of the most significant in the lineage of the company's history. This was essentially the last design that the company's founder Nick Harris worked on before his untimely death back in 2016. So quite a special pedal for them. But it is a fantastic compression unit in its own right. This is basically a takeoff of an old 70s classic compressor that can be used just to be used all the time in your tone. So it will do the kind of distinct outright compression effect, but basically this is designed to be used as an always-on box, and I think it does that very well. You've got some really nice additions here that you don't see on a lot of compressors, like respective bass and treble controls. So really versatile, but really great just to leave on all the time, and this is something that Catalinbread do exceptionally well throughout their entire line. Basically, you can rely on these pedals to just sculpt your tone in a very pleasant way, and you'll never want to turn them off. So I hope you enjoy the clip you're going to hear. If you want to find out any more info on any of Catalinbread's pedals, including the ones that we haven't featured here today, you can do so once again by checking out peachguitars.com. Okay guys, thanks for joining us on this little reintroduction to the fantastic pedal line from Catalinbread. I hope you've enjoyed the clips you've heard, and if you have, as always, please give us a like and comment down below with your thoughts. Let us know what your favourites are and if there's any other pedals from Catalinbread you'd like to see featured in the future. In the meantime though, check out peachguitars.com for the full inventory of Catalinbread pedals that we stock, and you'll be able to get current pricing information there too. So thanks so much as always for watching. Stay tuned by subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheers.